Welcome back to Dipansh video time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create an AI racing game from scratch. So let's get started. So it's going to be a simple racing game but with AI. Let me show you an example. So let's just go to this one, and if I run it, you can see that we have AI. If we touch the green part, we lose, and if we, let's say, win the race, which might be quite hard with the AI. So if we win the race, it will just show a you win screen. So let me just do that real quick. So as you can see, the AI is losing to me right now, and I made a wrong turn and I lost the game. But if I now go behind the AI, so let me just try to go on a wiggly pattern. So let's just stay behind the AI, and I will still lose. So first step is to create a brand new project, which will load all the sprites and everything. So sorry, scratch that, but we will need to delete you. Okay, let's name this AI racing game. Okay, now first let's create a track for our game. So I'm just gonna be making bland grass for the background, a little bit dark grass will be good. And then after that, we can now just take our eraser tool and make it quite big, more big. For me, around 90 would be good, or 95, or let's just say 93. Then choose a starting point and start to draw your track. My track would be quite simple. It would be just going around the map a few times, like that, like that. This will be our finish. So you can see that I have my very nice track over here. Now you can choose a bucket and then fill it with any color you want. So, oops, let's put up. Okay, I thought this thing would be nice. I can just choose like a nice blackish color for the map, but it would be too black. So let's just try a little bit grayish color. So yeah, I kind of like the grayish color. So this would be our road for our cars to go through. Okay, so now let's paint a start line. So I'm just going to zoom in and create a tiny little start line around this big, and let's position it over here. Let's make it green. Now I can just make it around a little bigger, and somewhere around here should be nice. Okay, now we have that. We can take this again and we can change the color to white. Now we can start drawing some white stripes to represent that it's kind of like a line, it's the start line. So you can just copy it and paste it. After we have the start line, let's call it start. You can just duplicate it and name it end. If you don't want to follow this, obviously there obviously will be a literal like assets. So you can just take the assets and then you'll be ready to go. You can skip the whole part. So let's just change the direction of our end. So we can just point in direction 45, no, 15. Yeah, we can say 15. And let's position it over here. here. So when green flag clicked, go to this position. When green flag clicked, go to this position. Okay. So now we have that. Let's create our player car. So our player car will be not that big and not that good also because this is just going to be a tiny game. So let's just put it over here. We can make it a little bigger. And I think red would be a good color. I just add tiny circles. One circle is total black. And now we can just copy it and paste it over here, and over here. And we can just type in U over here so the player knows that this is the car that he is controlling. And let's call it player. And then we can just duplicate this, call it AI. So instead of typing in U, we can type in AI in the middle and change the color to, let's say, blue. So what I want is the player and AI will start here and both will race to reach the finishing line. And if the player touches the green mark, the game will end. Let's go to our backdrop and duplicate the backdrop 2 times. And over here, like, we will type in you win. So just a random you win over here. Just put in a big you win in the middle, make it red. And I think we can just duplicate this and instead of you win, let's put it to you lose. And now there will be 2 you lose conditions and 1 you win condition. Okay. So after we have the background, let's just go to the code and type in when green flag clicked, switch backdrop to backdrop to white. Yeah. Okay. So now we can start. Well, we have to draw something else now. Now, this code or this two sprite, I would say, is actually for our AI. It would be our AI sensors. Okay, so our AI sensor would be just not that long. So it would be a line. Let's put it 4. And now I'm going to try to make it around 30 times 28. Around that long, it's 33 times 33. I'll just make it a little shorter, kind of like 30 by 30 should also work. So we can just have this and name it. So let's just see if our AI is right there. Okay, we can just make it a little bit smaller or more smaller. More smaller? Yeah, I think that length would be good. And let's name it nothing. Okay, let's name the sprite AI up. And let's just duplicate this and name it AI down. And we can just flip the direction of. So now our AI has 2 sensors going up and right, which will help it keep it in the center of the screen. So before we do anything, let's try to code the AI first. So before we code the AI, we will need to code the AI sensors. So I'm going to be creating a new variable for all sprites and name it yeah, AI. So AI car direction. So AI car direction. Sorry if there was any disturbance right now. Okay. So for all sprites, let's click OK. So when green flag is clicked, I want to hide this thing. So hide. And now, sorry, let's put it to AI down actually. I'm coding down first. So when green flag clicked hide, I'm gonna not put any weight because I want the player to go first. And forever, if touching the green mark. So as you can see that I'm just gonna hide this actually, and you can see that it is actually over here. It is touching the green mark. Then what I want to do is to actually make it turn up until this is touching, and we can just do some wiggly waggla around it. So for testing, I'm gonna remove the height, and I'm just gonna be touching if touching color green, then broadcast the turn up message. And now when the our AI receives turn up, it will turn up. Turn up. Let's click OK. And now let's create another when green flag clicked. So when green flag clicked, forever go to our AI, point in direction, AI car direction. So point in direction, AI car direction. Now, most likely, all we need to do is just put this over to turn up, and all we need to do is instead of putting up turn up, let's set this to turn down instead. And yeah, we are done for our two AI down and AI up. So all this is telling is that if it is touching the color, I just want to turn the car so that it won't touch the green because it's AI and AI is always most of the time perfect. So we can say that every 2 or 3 seconds we can after this like if if random is equal to this that then we can just wait a second or something to make the AI look a little wobbly. But for now, I don't think we'll. So let's go to AI to code the AI now. So what do we want to code for the AI car? Now the AI car will not have most a lot of stuff. So all we need to do is when green flag clicked, or if you had some disturbance, so go to the front. So go to front layer, go to start line. But you know, I'm gonna remove the go to front layer because I want the player to actually be up front. So point in direction 90. So point in direction 90, which will be at the direction that the player is going. Then set AI car direction to direction. That would be inside the forever loop. So a forever loop and set AI car direction. I have no idea why it's lagging so much right now. To direction. Yeah, this thing is lagging vigorously right now, like vigorously. Bro, it's even lagging in like this. Okay, now it's better. So after this, I'm gonna move 3 steps, or 2 steps, 3 steps, 2 steps, 2 steps. It's better. Then I'm gonna if touching color green. So if touching color green. So touching color green. Then what I want to do is kind of not much. I just want to say, oh, you won. Okay? And then after that, I'm just going to switch backdrop to backdrop 4 and then duplicate this and say, yeah, it's going front. That's actually what I wanted. So we can see that it is going straight. So I'm just going to do switch backdrop to backdrop 4 and if touching end line. So if touching end line, if touching and end, then switch backdrop to backdrop 3 and say, oh, I won. And what I want to do is just stop all after this. Now you might be thinking, so how will our AI turn? So all we need to do is when I receive the two stuff, then just turn in that direction. So turn around that much direction. So if I says turn down, let's turn down 10 degrees. And if I receive turn up, then turn up 10 degrees. Like it's not much of a difference. So, oh, turn left 10 degrees. And if I run this, okay, okay. So you can see that the positioning is a little bit wrong. So I'm gonna run it like that. And wait a second. You know what? I'm gonna make a new sprite to see what's the error right now. I'm gonna make a new sprite and set the inner to uh, this color. Okay, I'm gonna just like when green go look so go to back layer. So I want to go make it go to the most back layer there is. So I can take this over here and I can just change it to go to back layer. And for the AI up and stuff, if touching, oops, sorry, I'm gonna add in if touching our sprite one, then broadcast turn down. And I'm just gonna put this in turn down also. Okay. So if touching sprite one, then turn up, then sprite one, then turn up. And obviously that it is like that, it won't be showing the track. So it's okay, I think for now. Let's delete this and make sure that our start is a different color, okay? So like we can make the start a little bit bluish or something. And my god, this error. My goodness, this error. Why did this error have to come right now? Okay, and we'll just copy this to AI down and AI down, touch color. So now it's going to touch this point. Now, now it is going straight because number one, it's not long enough, so you can see. Okay, so if I do it like this, I can now just change a little bit of the position. This one should be a little bit up, kind of sensing over here, and a bit longer. And then for the A, and a bit shorter actually, kind of that, that much. More than 22. This much actually, 23 by 23. And then, oops, sorry, I think I changed a little bit. Yeah. And then for the AI down, it should be actually looking down from the center. And we can make it a little longer. So you can see that now the AI is actually working, but because the two lines are too long, the car might be a little wobbly because it is going to be turning in the directions really quickly. So if it touches, it turns to the other side. So I think we can make it a little bit shorter. So yeah, I think this would be good. Time to just hide this, and you can see that our AI car is finally functioning. So it's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it is not touching the line. So our AI is good. Now we have to code the player movements. And now that we have coded the AI, the rest parts will not be that hard, I would say. So yeah, all you need to do is when green flag clicked, go to the front layer, go to front layer, then switch backdrop to the start background, which I'm already doing over here. And now it won't be that much because I'm gonna make it sure that forever, I'm just gonna make it say that move 2 steps. We are now we are worse than AI. Alright. So for the movement, it will be quite simple. It will be just our normal movement statements we always write. So we can just copy the two if statements. And then after that, if touching, sorry, if he up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, and right arrow is pressed, then you always know what we always do. So what do we always do? We always go here and change our X and Y. So, but in this direction, we want to turn around. So here we will turn around. Okay. Actually, we won't need key right arrow and left arrow for now. We just need up arrow and down arrow because we're already moving the car, so there would be no point in that. Plus, we needed to go to the starting line. To go to start. So all we need to do is turn down 10 degrees and turn up 10 degrees. And now if you play the game, now if you run it, okay. Yeah, and when we run the game, point in direction 9. So you can see even though it's quite hard to control, we can actually move our car and we are currently faster than the AI. So now as we are going faster than the AI, we can change the AI step 3. And now you can see that the AI will always win. Now, all we need to do is just go to the player and say if touching color. So if touching color, if touching color. This then switch backdrop to backdrop 4. And if, yeah. And obviously we want to stop all over here. And if touching N, then switch backdrop to backdrop 3 and stop all. Now to make the AI a little bit, you know, AI-ish, I'm gonna add in something. So I'm gonna put in if, I'm gonna put in an equal to sign, if pick random 1 to 2 is equal to 1. And then same for here. If pick random 1 to 2 is equal to 1, then only the car will turn. And you can see now that the AI can also allow us to win the game. Okay, so I think we have everything. We can now test out the game. Yeah, but I just want the AI to, like, wait a second. Why did I do that? I think because it's the AI going too fast. So obviously everything is done, but I'm just gonna add in some new options. Oops. Yeah, you can actually see that it is not turning as much as it was before. But now we have a fully running racing game with AI. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, Dipansh video time is